Hello and welcome to idealtopics.com, and today we are going to go over how to add a guest poster to your website and the levels of permission you'll give them for however long you want to give them permissions. It's a really cool tool. I use it for a recipe to plate the website. I had them get a guest poster and helped them out with it and to figure it out and go back and forth. It took some time, and I'm going to try and streamline this for you right now. So here we are in the WordPress admin panel, and what you want to do is users. I'll show you what it is. You want to add a user to your list of users to your website. So essentially, users, add new in the WordPress admin panel. Some people call it dashboard, what do you want to call it? We're going to add a new user to our site. I'm going to say Brian. That's me. That's my name. I'm going to use my own email, and it'll put my name in there with it, but Ideal Topics at Gmail. It's from my website, Ideal Topics. And then my website should, there you go, idealtopics.com. And those are the things that are just basic, and it helps populate things to give credit. Obviously, you're going to want to give credit through social sites, and as much credit as you can. If someone's nice enough to write something for you, then give them all the credit they want. And eventually, like with me, if I got one guest post and I got along with someone, I start paying for them because it's nice that people write stuff for you. But right now, back to this. We're adding a user, add new, right here, give them a name. Email, you have to have an email because they're going to get emailed a password to your site. They're going to be able to log into your site and see things on your site, so you need a level of trust. Your level of trust is ruled by role, the role you're going to give them. And there are roles. Subscriber, obviously, is someone who just subscribes to your site. I mean, everybody does that. You have different ways to have people subscribe. But what I did was something called contributor. A contributor can log in, write a post, headings, and do things to it, but they can't publish it. You get a chance to review it and then publish it. The other great thing about contributor is they have to email you or somehow contact you with their media, pictures, videos, whatever it is. Then you'll put it in. Obviously, you'll chat with them like, hey, where do you want it? I'm going to scale it. Whatever you're going to do, stuff you talk about when you do website stuff. But contributor was perfect. You have author. Author's great, but they can publish their posts. And the big thing that gets me about author is they can access media. And that's just something anybody out there with guest posts or thinking about doing things, just keep an eye on that. It's very important. And then editor, administrator, I could go over the differences, and there's not many. Just think, hey, I'm now officially all over your website, and that better be someone you really know. That's a big one, actually. If you are planning on helping people with their websites or having someone help you like build all your pages and posts and all that stuff, you kind of have to give them full access to the site. And then when they're done, just you can cut them off. You can delete users whenever you want. But those are levels right there. And this other stuff, shop manager and stuff, it's probably WooCommerce stuff. Never really got into it that much. So I'm going to go contributor. It generates a password for you. You'll see it in a second. And send user notification. Check that. I think it was already checked. But you want the new user, the new person who's going to contribute and help you, become crazy popular, that here's the login. So here's the great thing. I'm going to email it to my own. So I'm adding a new user. So I just got done talking to whoever, and hey, you're going to be a guest poster. Great. I mean, it was for the website recipe to plate, my wife's website, but it still worked on that website, and this is how it works here. So we just added a new user, Brian. I guess I added myself. There's my name. There's my email. My role, there's a big one to feel safe. I've added this person as a whatever you wanted to add them as. Now, on the other end of it, this is the person out in the world that's going to help you. They get an email that says this, Ideal Topics login details. And to set your password, visit the following address, because they get to set their own password. They can change it where you can't even log into their stuff. But obviously you approve things of their contributors, but they get to do their own login and stuff, which is great, because that's the kind of control they should have over things they're doing. If you ask me, that's my answer. I think it's really cool. And I think this was thought up a long time ago, but I'm not sure how often it's used. So here we go. This is the address. Idealtopics.com is mine. Login, PHP and ActionRP, don't really know, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to save this one. I'm not going to give a new password like, hey, great, I'm writing articles, whatever. Because I'm going to use this in a second to actually do the login and show you what it looks like when a contributor logs in. That's huge, and a big point of this whole video is to show you what happens. So we'll just save that password because that's what we're going to use in. And there we go, log in. Let's see if this works, everybody. All right, log in with the WordPress. Everybody has the WordPress. If you don't have the WordPress, log in with username and password, even better. Username. Username was my name. It was Brian. And there's my name. And the password is, unless anyone out there memorize it, in which case please give me a call. I have work for you. I'm just going to paste what I copied there. And I don't really remember me. I just want to show you guys the stuff. And now we're going to log in. Let's see the magic that happens right now as we, phenomenal. So when a contributor logs in, this does show you what they have over here. They got Jetpack, dashboard, but here's the thing, no media, no anything like that. They can't control users and they can't get into your settings and stuff. The big one you want them to have is posts. Here's what's cool. When they go to posts, you can just, here's some of my posts. It mixes in with my posts. I guess I could write one, but I'll show you the add new. But if you look at, here's the key. If you look at the side here on the left side, that's the only access they have to anything. But then they have the full editor right here. They can do things. Featured image, they can't. You need permission. Super cool. I was looking at that earlier. So certain things, I use Astra, certain things like that they can't do, but they can write a cool article and they can put things in there like business hours if you want, or I reset that a minute ago. But this is what they can do for your site, and then you'll see it there and you can review it, and then obviously you'll talk to them and be like, hey, thanks, I totally appreciate it. What can I do for you on social media? And you try to promote them, and because they completely deserve it because they helped you with your site. And then if it works out, like with me, or at least with the rest of your plate, the way we're doing it with my wife's site is after one, start paying them. Pay someone for articles. Don't just keep waiting for free. Or if you're super popular, I guess you're free, trying to get there. So that's essentially how to add guest posters to your site. In conclusion, seriously, users, you add a new one. You're going to put their information, which literally was just the name, their email and stuff. Then they got an email that essentially said, remember their username, but that's it. Set their password, and then they could set their password to what they want when they get it, or they could just copy like I did the one password. And then when I went to the WordPress, I put in Brian, that's my username, and then the password that was generated. And then I got back to a WordPress admin panel that just had this. That's it. That's all they have access to, I guess they can go to the dashboard if they'd like and click around a little, but, they know about the WordCamp in the Northeast region, and I hope they have a great time. I hope this helps someone. I hope that if you found this video and you are trying to get guest posting, or if you're trying to be a guest poster and you're telling someone out there, hey, this is all you have to do and I can guest post for you. And if you explain to them the steps how to do it, man, it might be good for business. They're like, oh, man, that on top of everything, I'll start paying you for posts. And then, we start making some money out there. So appreciate you watching this, and I hope you have nothing but success. And take it easy. Bye. From idealtopics.com. We appreciate you watching. Goodbye.